Hi, welcome to Forex In Four. I'm Mike Conlon for FXEDU, and in the next 4 minutes, I'm going to show you the highlights of where the action is in today's Forex market. So let's get started.
Good morning. Today is Wednesday, June 29th, 2011. This morning we're talking about get it done already, and I'm referring to the Greek vote that's going on here. All you put on television channels and dominates the headlines. And I apologize this morning. I've got just an awful, apparently air conditioning cold going on, so I don't feel so hot. But basically, we expected this Greek austerity vote to come through already. Hasn't happened. Watching the headlines on TV, riots still happening. Police have actually been, looks like, fairly tame despite all the action that's going on. But markets are higher. We're expecting Greece to pass this austerity resolution. They're going to have to take a haircut there. I'm sorry. People promised you things that they're not going to deliver on, and guess what? You have to deal with it. And that's sort of what we're looking at here in the U.S. as well, is that you've got all these promises out there, you've got all these entitlements happening, and people are saying, well, wait a second, you promised me that we were going to get this, especially if I elected you. Well, guess what, people? It's time to face reality, and promises made by politicians should be taken with a grain of salt. You just can't rely on people forecasting what's going to happen in economies or budgets going forward, and that's just an unfortunate thing. But we're looking right here, looking at the euro. All right, Euro's bounced obviously quite a bit higher. All right, we're now up above 144, sustaining that level. All right, yesterday Trichet came out, and in the midst of all that's going on with Greece, he pulled out the vigilant language again, basically saying, "Hey, we're going to raise interest rates if we get the chance." So if the euro survives this debt, or excuse me, this vote in Greece, you know what? On top of this, we're going to raise interest rates. So euro's moving higher. Risk. This is good for risk in the market. Stocks are higher, commodities are higher. Isn't that handy dandy? Let's take a quick look at dollar versus loonie. All right, you can see here we just barely eclipsed that 99 level, and I pointed that out the other day. Well, obviously, dollar CAD selling off, loonie is strengthening. All right, they just had their CPI index come in this morning. They were expecting 3.3% inflation, and they got 3.7%. I mean, this is nearing UK-style inflation, up at 4.5%. So at 3.7%, they're going to have to do something about interest rates. It's a foregone conclusion at this point, unless they're truly delusional and they think, you know what? Well, we're just going to pass these costs on to everybody else, and we're going to allow it to continue. I mean, food and energy prices are something that, while the people who are inside of these institutions, they don't pay it as much attention as they should, because they're not politicians. All right, these are appointed people who aren't elected. So they come in and they say, well, you know what? We look at wage inflation. How much your salaries growing? Salaries aren't growing. Well, then there's no inflation, and it's unfortunate because this hurts the common person. Cost to get the job, all right? Cost to get to the market to buy the food, which costs more, all right? That's what hurts economies, and they're seeing it here in Canada. So it looks like money is flowing that way because the expectation is that they're going to raise rates, and they're going to have to. So we're still waiting on this euro austerity vote, but you can see risk is on. All right, Aussie much higher. We pointed out this 104 level yesterday. Boom, look at that. The thing's parabolic. All right, I'm almost going to say that if we can't eclipse this high at 160.50, 106.50, that we're going to get a potential sell-off here. So, at the end of the day, while it's a good thing that gets some certainty in the market, and Greece lives to fight another day, things ain't rosy, people, and that's what it really comes down to. So that's kind of what we're looking at today. I mean, we have some news in the U.S. pending home sales, but who's going to pay attention to any of this other stuff at this point? We're just waiting for them to say in Greece, all right, this is announced, and I imagine we're going to get a big spike one way or the other, but I can see a potential sell the news situation here. So maybe we get a big spike higher and then a little bit of a sell-off. So anyway, market's going to be a little bit wacky and erratic today, with the volatility expected off of this news. All right, this was already supposed to be a done deal at this point, but not quite yet, so we're going to have to wait and see how it plays out. But anyway, that's what I've got for today, folks. Good trading to all.
As always, be sure to check out the written blog at www.fxedu.com to get complete coverage of today's Forex market. If you would like to learn more about how to trade the Forex market from professionals like myself, be sure to check out our affordable Forex trading courses. And if you're already a seasoned professional or aspire to be one, ask us how we can help you achieve your Forex goals. Go to www.fxedu.com to get started today.